So people in Southern Utah often wonder, should I hire a personal injury lawyer after my car accident? I'm Andrew Spainhauer with McMullin Injury Law, and at our firm we handle cases both big and small, and all through that spectrum. I'm going to give you a couple examples of some cases that we handled in the month of January. The biggest settlement that we reached in the month of January with an insurance company was for $600,000. It was for a young woman who was northbound Bluff Street, stopped at a red light to go to Sunset. Unfortunately, the car behind failed to stop, rear-ended her quite hard, and caused some pretty serious injuries. Broke her arm, tore her rotator cuff, and most importantly, caused some severe low back injuries, including bulging discs, pinched nerves that required surgery in order to try to alleviate some of her symptoms. She had radiating numbness and tingling into her legs, things that come with low back injuries. Also had to get surgery for the rotator cuff and for the broken arm. It was a pretty severe break. She was out of work for almost a year. I think her medical bills ended up being over $400,000, mostly because she's got, 3 different surgeries. A case like that is a really big deal, obviously, and is going to make a big impact on this young girl's life. She, for example, dropped out of college for a semester, wasn't able to make it to the gym, self-confidence dropped, still doesn't feel as well as she once did prior to getting hit. On a case like that, we got all the policy limits available. There was only $100,000 on the car that hit her. That's all they were insured for, even though they caused much more than that in damage. But then she was carrying UIM coverage and was able to get an additional $500,000. So we were able to collect for a total of a little over $600,000 to compensate her for that type of a case. By contrast, some cases are really small, not as big of a deal. One example would be there's a woman in her 40s that was driving near Hurricane Walmart. There's only one lane on that street. She's gonna make a right-hand turn into the Walmart parking lot, and a car behind her gets impatient, goes into the right-hand shoulder and is trying to pass her to get into Walmart before her. She doesn't see her because you wouldn't even check on the shoulder, moves over to make her right-hand turn, the 2 sideswipe. Wasn't a crazy, scary crash. She was okay, but she did suffer some minor injuries from that. She required about $5,700 in chiropractic care to get feeling back to normal. Initially, Geico on the at-fault car tried to blame our driver for the crash and get out of the claim by saving money. We were able to end up settling that one for $9,500 for her.